This is Jimmy.
Nuclear launch detected.
Right on.
Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be JAEDONG and Speed here on Radeon. It's a fairly new map. Going to be a ZVT for you here today. Bottom right going to be JAEDONG. Top left going to be Speed. Speed did qualify for ASL, and he competed fairly well. I'm not going to tell you how far he advanced, but I think he's an up-and-coming Terran player that I've cast on my channel a few times under the name of Sexy and Speed. So if you want to see him on my channel, just go ahead and search for Speed or Sexy, and you will see. He is an excellent, excellent macro player, man. He plays so fast on the macro side, and he is so good with vultures and drops and all sorts of fast things, and that's why he is called Speed, I feel like. If that's not the reason, correct me in the comments. So, Youngblood versing the Old Blood, JAEDONG here today on Radeon, which I think, it kind of sounds like Radon, which I think is a poisonous substance that was used a lot in the 50s and 60s, and it's outlawed today. Again, don't quote me on that, but I feel like I read that somewhere. Yeah, I am constantly reading, constantly getting new information. So, sometimes the facts are wrong. Anyway, churning my way through the Horus Heresy for the Warhammer series, and yeah, man, Warhammer books. Don't get attached to any of the characters, man, because holy smokes, are there just horrible, horrible things will happen to them. I've learned that lesson now. I think I'm like 10 books deep. I'm reading Nemesis now, which, you know, a little bit different, but hey, different is welcome at this point. Because, yeah, just reading about Space Marines and Primarchs can feel a little bit samey, but I don't think there's been a Space Marine or a Primarch in Nemesis yet. Just you know, just regular people going about their business, trying to solve crimes. That's what Nemesis is about. So, hatch first in it. Barracks, not command center firsting, respecting JAEDONG. This is an RJB replay. Check them out, youtube.com/@RJB_TV. This is a DEFCON 1 replay. Very interested to see what is going to make it so. I just cast an incredible Light versus Stork DEFCON replay. I think it was yesterday if you missed out on that. But dude, if you want to see TVP where there is no sitting around, where there's just nothing but aggression for minutes on end, check that one out, because it is flippin' sweet. Flippin' sweet. Okay. Fast Factory here from Speed. I'm on board. I'm on board with this. Drone trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, did the drone get chased away? Drone took a shot. Yep, drone tried to scout in there. Marine said, no, you're not getting in there at all. Is this one base? First 100 gas is going to that lair. Pretty normal in the current meta. And it looks like, yes, an expansion. This guy right here building that expansion right now. But Fast Factory and a Vulture. So is this mech out of Speed, or is this a Vulture in conjunction with a bunch of Marines and Firebats and medics and stuff? Oh, it's a starport. Is this a Vulture in conjunction with, I don't know, a dropship to drop Vultures inside the main base? Is this Vultures in conjunction with some Wraiths, maybe? Two-port Wraiths shenanigans Speed's going to try to go for today. How did he sniff this? How did he know he needed a sunken? What did he smell? I guess he's just being safe. He's like, I couldn't get in there to see if there was an expansion or anything, so we're just going to get a sunken at the front. And then get a Spire and rally? Or is that another? Oh, it's a macro hatch. Okay, so we're just going to help wall off against the incoming Vulture. Sunken's already up. Vulture's like, do I want to go in there? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not even close. It is 2-port. Somewhere Lita is happy. Lita most known for the 2-port Wraith builds he's done against Zerg in the past. Yeah, it's 2 Vultures, but yeah, no. Nope. The drone's like, I'm ready to body block you. I will die to make sure you don't get inside my main base, friend, in your very smart blue jumpsuit today. You're looking nice, but you're not allowed in here. You're a Vulture. So, Yeah, man. Wraiths with cloak. All right, man. Well, it's been a while since we've seen a 2-port cloak wraith opening, and against, like, JAEDONG. JAEDONG! No less here. The Marines are like, are there any overlords over here that could spot these wraiths coming out? No. Cool. Overlord person in a fairly safe location. I like it. I don't think he can get hit by Marines from there. And there's your cloak, man. And Hydra Den coming in. So... oh, well, sure. I mean, this wraith's like, might as well get some value. So immediately, Muta's coming out, Scourge coming out, Metabolic Boost on the way. Hydra Den finishes. We're going to get some Hydras, probably just on these mineral lines to keep the Wraith harassed to a minimum. Overlord speed is pretty nice in this situation, too. But I don't see that coming through. Ooh, a Lurker Den. So this is a response from JAEDONG where he's like, you know what? There's not going to be a lot of stuff. Not a lot of, like, siege tanks or Marines or bunkers if you went for 2-port Wraiths. So if I showed up with some Lurkers, like, yeah. Theoretically, if you had Lurkers right now, I think that's just death for speed, which is why it takes a while to get up to Lurker aspect. The balancers at StarCraft back in the day were like, we probably shouldn't let Lurkers come out at like 4 minutes. Actually, how fast? What is the super fastest time that you can get Lurkers out in a Lurker rush? It might be 4 minutes, actually. Somebody probably knows. I should probably know that timing for a Lurker rush, but I can't recall the last time I cast a game that was a Lurker rush. We've seen fast 2-base Lurker stuff, but I mean, basically what this is, I don't know. Lurker aspect was delayed because we had to get these mutas out in the spires and stuff. So, look at these overlords, man. They're being sent out into the wide world with no help. No help at all. No speed to run away with. They're just here to provide detection if the wraiths fly past there and the mutas are in the general area. Very funny. It's a pretty fast science facility here, too. It's got to be an irradiate rush. Wraiths show up, see the Lurker eggs, and say, oh. Not great at killing Lurker eggs. We'll put a token effort in here, but all of us firing does, like, 5 points of damage. It's not great. Oh, here we go. Ling run by attempt. There is a bunker up, but the SC repair is good enough. Mutas, the cloaked Wraith getting some shots off. All the Wraiths getting some shots off. The bunker doesn't happen. Lings, there you go. Lings are here to take down the turrets. That's what their job is. But the cloaked Wraiths chase the Mutas out in there, and the Lings don't get any... I mean, they killed a turret. That was nice, but there's no Mutas around to try to take advantage of that. Lurkers come in. There is a turret here. Ooh, but sitting out range of that... oh, that's such a good placement by JAEDONG. Are we surprised by this? No. 8-minute Lurkers are here. Pneumatized Carapace happening. Oh, Lings jump in, take down the missile turret. Nice Ling run in there, and now the Lurkers are getting into the natural base. No! No, SCV massacre as they try to run. Third base is lifted. Ling's getting out of there. They can't fight against Wraiths, but the second base of the Terran player is toast. This is exactly what I foresaw coming. I think that was one connection by a Scourge. That's pretty good, I guess, considering how many friggin' Wraiths there are. There's 8 of them, with another one on the way. Okay, so Speed does not have the second gas, and is continuing to produce Wraiths anyway. And Science Vessels. The Lings are like, we need to help. No, we need to help kill the refinery. No, you don't. We gotta scout in, see what's going on. It's Marines, it's a missile turret. Now we're gonna go after some SCVs. See, Lings can have multiple commands given to them, and they can accomplish pretty much everything. Right? Zerglings are cool, like that. Alright, so the Wraiths getting picked out here by the presence of the Science Vessel and the Wraiths. There we go. So Lurkers gone, natural base is now safe. This has been so crazy. Finally! Pneumatized Carapace finishes, and the Overlords have speed now. Zoom, zoom, making zoom noises. Third base is up, though, from JAEDONG, and speed was on one base for so long. I think JAEDONG might just have the ultimate play here, right? He's got the Hydras with the speed upgrade. Range upgrade not here yet. Yeah, there we go. Hydra, Muta, Scourge, fast Overlords. All of this is exactly There you go. Was necessary for JAEDONG to win this game. Radiate is... Ow. He's like, yes, kill this one. I've been irradiated. What do we have to deal with a million Hydras? Not a lot. That range upgrade not finishing yet is actually the saving grace right now. It is hard to see cloaked wraiths on a thumbnail, or I would be using them, I think, on the thumbnail. I don't know how to do it. Maybe I'll steal a PNG of a wraith and put it on the thumbnail so you know what I'm talking about. Because seriously, cloaked wraiths are like so hard to see when you're just scrolling through YouTube. You wouldn't even notice there was a wraith on there. Let alone many of them. Queen's Nest, morphing in. Alright, man. So we're not going factory mech here. It's just going to be additional barracks coming in, moving into a very standard SK Terran transition here is speed. Let it not be said that Terrans cannot tech switch. They absolutely can. Wraith Ball is 6, not as big as it was at its full might, but that's okay. Yep, Hydras are defending this position specifically. Overlord at the back. Overlord being protected by the Hydralisks. Scourge. Beautiful micro against those Scourge, though. Man, Scourge. Ooh, enough to one volley a drone here, though. Not bad. Okay. All right. Another drone goes down. 39 workers here from like 44. I think that was 4 workers down, maybe 5. That's crazy. I like it. I'm on board. Marine attack range coming in. Siege tech getting researched. This is not quite SK Terran. If we're getting tanks and we're getting siege mode, it's whatever it is when there's a lot of Marines and siege tanks. And this Wraith Ball, man. Ooh, enough to 2 volley down an Overlord with this Wraith as well. Wraith Ball is doing some good work. And then a Spore comes up and the Wraiths are like, okay, fine. Look at that. Finally, Zerg makes a Spore. It's like pulling teeth to convince them to do that. JAEDONG's getting another Spore at his 3rd base, too. The main base doesn't have any anti-air whatsoever. I guess maybe he's assuming the Wraiths can't swing down here, but I feel like they could, especially... Oh, no, the Spore's up. Now that door is closed. It's fine. 45 workers. JAEDONG continuing to replace workers as they die. Adrenal glands on the way. Defiler Mound coming in. I feel like this Wraith... Nice snipes, though. This Wraith Ball, though, might catch a plague here at some point. And that's just... Oh, he did make it into the main base. Never mind. Not locked up at all. Oh, man, 4, 5, 6 more drones died there. Some of them on the transfer. Some of them working hard on the night cheese. Ugh. Okay, 1 Wraith dies. There's still 5. Where are there no Hydras out here? This Wraith Harass is honestly pretty freaking amazing. I'm liking it. I don't know if it's going to win, but we just don't ever get to see. He supply blocks JAEDONG, loses 2 more of his Wraiths. He's got 3 down from the 6 he had a minute ago. He can't 1 volley a drone anymore, but that means he can 2 volley a drone. Oh, okay, he's giving up. Okay, he gave up. All right, Wraith time is over. It's time for Marine Medic Siege Tank Science Vessel. And JAEDONG is supply blocked after all that. I kind of love this. Out of speed quite a bit. Consume's on the way. There is this window wherein Consume does not exist. Look at this Overlord getting this early vision. Ling's scouting in to see what's going on. It's a ton of Marines and tanks. So it's got to be Lurkers. They're getting immediately irradiated. And in fact, possibly, okay, 4 of them get... No, 5 of them totally get irradiated. So all of the Lurkers die. This is actually pretty amazing out of speed. Marines, medics, Lurkers dead. 2 more Lurkers do join the party. So you gotta fall back a little bit. We can... Oh my gosh, there's so much energy on these science vessels. Holy smokes. Lurkers die. 2 more Lurkers have joined the party. More Lurker eggs here on the battlefield. And Marines are wasting a lot of attack. More Lurkers joining the party here. Consume is so almost done. Siege tanks, if they threaten this 3rd base, that'd be pretty good for them. Lings jump up. Dark Swarm is up. Consume is done. Double Dark Swarm. And it looks like JAEDONG is at least going to force the Marines back, and that leaves the tanks to die. And they do. JAEDONG gets the Terran off of his porch quite nicely here at 14 minutes. Saves his third base. No, just kidding. There's another attack vector up here. This bridge that is being used. Marines joining the party. They got +1 attack. The Lings are at 1 armor, and there's the Dark Swarm. Without the Dark Swarm, this is a dead Zerg, everybody. Kind of like how, yeah, Psionic Storm is really good, but without it, Protoss would die to every Hydra push known to man, right? Maybe get inside. Oh gosh, tried to run. Poor guy. It's 94 to 116 supply. It's a much, much bigger army for speed here if you do the math, the workers and the army and all that stuff. More radiates coming in all the time. Science Vessel gets sniped by the Hydras inside the Dark Swarm. There are more Science Vessels where those came from, though. There are 7 Science Vessels out. This is pretty good. I think that's the first one to die, too. But my goodness, breaking this? Difficult. Très difficile. En français. Oui, oui. C'est ça. What is this drone doing? Besides dying to a siege tank, it did absorb a tank shot that maybe made it easier to snipe it for those Hydras. I don't know if that was the intent by JAEDONG or what. But yeah, you'll notice we still have a bunch of Hydras here. This is not just this Hydras turning into lurkers. But I mean, the thing is, we are upgraded the Hydras, yeah? This Ling shutting down the third base of speed. Beautiful. So the Hydras have speed and range, so you might as well go with the Hydra meta here, which I think JAEDONG might have been the first player on the channel that I cast who went Hydra meta in a ZVT, and I think it was against Flash too, which is like, okay. All right, that was a great game. I think that got a lot of attention. And it's not new anymore, but Hydra meta pretty good. Dude, snipe this guy. Kill the Defiler. He's killing you. Okay, well, you're not going to save him. Look at this. +2 Marines with Stim. Fire Bats in the mix here, too. Loving that. Fire Bats. Plague is up, though, and the Science Vessels are hanging around. But winning despite being plagued is speed on that assault. Defiler, oh my gosh, saves himself with his own Dark Swarm there, I think. That's insane. Medics are healing desperately, but the plague clings anyway. This is what the Hydras are for. Snipe the Science Vessels, okay? It's not a healthy army here from speed. Definitely not. He's going deep into the natural base here. This healthy Science Vessel is kind of covering for all of his buddies that are dead. Ooh, one dies before he can pull back to the high ground. A desperate hold here. No lurker. Okay, there's one lurker. Hydras, Lings, Metasynaptic Node on the way. I think there's enough to shut this down, and I think Speed's attack has been cleaned up for now. There are reinforcements coming from across the map here. They're hoping to meet up with their medic buddies, but I think the medics all got... Yeah, that's the last dead medic. So no medics. Oh, Muta's high. No. Oh, that Hydralisk has got 4 kills, and I'm wondering if those are all Science Vessels. Probably not, but at least 2 of them are. 80 to 71 supply, even worker count. It is a bigger army here, and the third base is rocking for speed. He cleaned up that one Zergling, no big deal. Fourth base is up for JAEDONG on the right side. Is there enough to defend this base if it gets attacked? A bunch of Hydras are in the general vicinity. And a single Zergling. There are no Defilers. There's a couple Lurkers, though. Ow. Man, Science Vessel's getting picked out of the sky here. For sure. That's why. I mean, it's not the entire reason for the Hydra meta right now in TVZ, but my goodness, it's good. It's good against Science Vessels. Having range to hit the Science Vessels is better than Mutas trying to get within a range of like 2. Or Scourge hitting a range of 0 on them, right? Another sick Plague, but you gotta wait for the Plague to work its magic for a minute before they're all very dead. Historically. 91 to 88 supply. JAEDONG is up, but he's up in drone count too, so that's not army value. But he's got what he needs. He's got Plague, he's got Dark Swarm. Science Vessel count needs to stay alive here for speed if he's going to win this game. We know how this works. We are into a more standard... No tanks allowed SK Terran at this stage. Firebats, medics, marines all day long, baby. Lurker egg irradiated. Not something you see every day. I mean, it can't kill it, and the Lurker's going to spawn before anyway. Nice play, catching a couple of these science vessels. 3 of the 5 take it here. Lurker's defending this 4th base. 4th base is very important here for JAEDONG. Lurker spines, hitting out. Dark Swarm comes up and saves them at the very last second. My gosh. JAEDONG is just holding on by the skin of his teeth here against our guy Speed, who again, up-and-coming, amazing Terran player. Oh, this group's just going to get overrun, though. Science vessels sniped a little bit too close to the hiders, a little bit too close to the sun. Overlords kind of checking these areas for drops. Nice scan reveals where those hydras are from Speed, and he just kind of walks right past them. Going to sacrifice these guys to go for a run, but nope. Defiler plagues it up. Hydra's trying to hold the bridge. And a Dark Swarm would be pretty good here. There's a Defiler in the house. 2 more Science Vessels die. And no, this is a beautiful surround. I think Speed may have run out of gas here. 103 to 75 supply against JAEDONG. Meta count reset. GG. And that is Speed tapping out. JAEDONG gets the win in 21 minutes and 2 seconds. My goodness. What a fantastic display of ZVT there from our guy JAEDONG. Again, Speed didn't pull it off, but that doesn't mean he's never going to be able to pull this off, right? He's great. He's so good. That Wraith stuff did so much damage. JAEDONG just weathered it, replaced the drones as necessary, invested in static defense, as you want to do. And then when it turned into Marine Siege Tank, Firebat Medic, he had the Hydras and the Lings and the Lurkers and, more importantly, the Defilers, right? Defilers are what let him win this game without a doubt. Good upgrades, too. I like the 2 Carapace on the Hydras. The Lings share that. Pretty nice little shared upgrade for them to have in a game like this. Nidus Canal helping to save this base, too. I mean, JAEDONG just didn't skip on any of the stuff. His attempt to be aggressive on the other side of the map did delay that second base of Speed for quite a while, and that was a big deal. I think that helped him win this game for sure. And good just being active out on the map. So we knew when that first big attack came, he was ready for it. And then from there, it was tough, and it was touch and go, but he pulled it off. So GG. 139,000 points, 122,000 points. JAEDONG in the lead there, outproducing the Terran, getting outkilled by the Terran by a smaller amount. 5 buildings raised to 1 in favor of JAEDONG. Interesting number for this matchup. And then outspending by 11,000 resources. My goodness, in 21 minutes. Yeah. If you outspend your Terran opponent by that much in this amount of time, you're probably gonna be okay, man. That was amazing. I mean, that was really, really, really amazing. So, GG, man. That was great. Loving that. And good job, JAEDONG. Zerg fans are happy, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.